Most players don't realize this, but if you skip into Divine Craft dungeons, you're literally making endgame harder than it needs to be for your build and everything like that. These 6 dungeons directly tie into the Evercare Clinic because when you go through these dungeons, you're able to get the medicinal tails that help upgrade your healing potions or how much you can have. So of course, the more healing potions you have, the more you could survive. So in this video, I'm gonna just walk you through where all the 6 Divine Craft dungeons is and how to complete it. And yeah, basically that's it, man. So let's get into it. So the first one is gonna be the dungeon right here in Mercy Heart. It's called Vanishing Steps in Snow, or Vanishing Steps in the Snow. Once you go through, literally once you drop down to the back, it should be the first chest you grab. But then you're gonna wanna do the sword. Once you do the sword, it's pretty easy and follow through. You just follow all the blue little flames and get them. Once you do that, you're gonna reach to your second chest, which is right next to the elevator thing that you can activate. So once you do that, you're going to activate the elevator. It's going to bring you downstairs and you'll be where you do the same sword tilt thing again. It's pretty follow through. It's a fun dungeon though. I enjoyed it a lot. So once you get through that part, you're going to go for your third chest, which is right there. Once you grab that third chest, you're going to walk straight through, and literally it's easy. Like I said, the easiest dungeon out of all of the 6, and it's gonna be your fourth chest right there. So once you do the fourth chest, you're going to do the sword tilt again, and it's gonna take you straight directly up, and you get your little cutscene after this where you can be in the sky, and then you're gonna land at the final chest. Once you land at the final chest, you just go open it up, and boom, there it is. You completed your first Divine Craft dungeon. Let's move on to the next one. Now this chest is gonna be called the Swallow Light. It's right next to the Palace of Annals, and in here, it's a good dungeon, man. I did not get this on my first walkthrough, so you're gonna see 3 out of 4, but I will show you all 4 chests. So of course you come down the stairs, and that first jump that you do, just make sure you don't get hit by the spikes. You press L1 or whatever you're using. That's the first chest. Then to the left, you're gonna want to go and jump through. Once you jump through, you're gonna break down, and you're gonna want to go up again to that other spot right there, and that's where your second chest is gonna be. Now after that, you're gonna want to come back out. When you come back out, you'll reach to this area of death, man. If you're like me, you get it on the first try.
Bro, why?
Once you make it through, you'll see a chest down there. Get that chest and go on that platform. It'll open up to this second area. You're gonna go through that area and basically jump on these platforms, but when you're jumping on them, not on these but the other ones, you got to make sure you go fast because they'll break. Once you go up to the right, that's gonna be the last chest, so you'll have 4 out of 4. Now when you jump over these, do not go on the first one. Make sure you go on the second one. You don't have enough stamina. And then once you jump through all of those, you reach that final chest. So there you go. That's how you break through this one. On to the next dungeon, man. Let's get it. This chest is the Stonequake chest. It's gonna be back by Mercy Heart. So right there, you can, on the map, as you can see, you're gonna pop up there. Once you go to that dungeon now, once you go straight down, this is gonna be one of those barrel dungeons. So you're gonna get the barrel from the little wooden thing, and then you're gonna put it down and go down the elevator. Once you go down this little elevator path, you're going to see your first chest right there to the right. So once you pick that up, you're gonna go straight, and you'll reach this area. You go up the stairs, and once you go up the stairs, blow yourself up like me and get your second chest. So once you get this second chest, you're gonna come downstairs. Once you drop down, you're gonna shoot those 4 barrels right there. That's gonna open up that wooden area for you to get another explosive barrel. Of course, you get your second chest to the left. Well, your third chest, my apologies, to the left. So once you get that barrel, you're gonna place it down here, and this is the important part. You're gonna go back, and to the right, you're gonna open up that second wooden area too, so you can get your second barrel. So once you get the second explosive barrel and place it down there, it's gonna lift it up, and you're gonna just go up these little tiny stairs and shoot that barrel that you put in the elevator. It's gonna chain react. So then blows all that things up, and then you're gonna go up these stairs. Once you go up the stairs and just follow through, you'll land to your fort chest. What you're gonna want to do is open up that back door and get another explosive barrel. You're gonna bring it and put it down here, and then you're going to want to shoot that barrel when you reach to that certain spot so that it freezes the elevator that you're on. You're going to take that elevator and wait till the other one comes and jumps over. Once you jump over, you're going to land and reach to this area, of course. Now you're wondering why you just go to the final chest. I didn't find the 5th chest, so if you could find it, comment below. I only found 4 and then the final chest. Now we're moving on to the 1000 Buddha area that you've seen on the map. I was extra, but basically you just come around and you come to this area right here on the map. Once you go there, you're gonna go to this kind of like where you freeze the statue. So once you come through the first part, you're gonna immobilize it so that it matches each other, as you can see on the screen. Go through the door. Now this is the most important part that a lot of people miss. To get the first chest, which is literally down the stairs, not that gate but the gate behind me, you're gonna want to go and match up the 2 bottom ones identical to themselves. So as you can see, I matched them together like that, and it opens up that bottom part. So right there is how you get your first chest. Now after that, to get the other gate to open, you're gonna want to match up the 2 tops together, and then once you match up the 2 tops, you're gonna match up the 2 bottoms. It's pretty like it's pretty easy, to be honest with you. It's not too difficult. Once you match up those 2 at the top to match the 2 at the bottom, it's gonna open up. You're gonna go through and do the same thing. When you reach to this gate, you're gonna match up all the inside statues with the outside statues. Now the most important thing is that there's a chest on the right and a chest on the left, which is for your second and third chest, and then that's the final chest up there. So you just gotta match up the outside and the inside of those 2 together, as you see on the screen, to get that chest, and vice versa on the other side. So once you do that, you'll get your second and third chest. I'm telling you, like, it looks hard, but it's not. It's pretty easy. So after you do that, you complete this area, which is pretty cool. This is the Arrow Fire dungeon, Divine Craft dungeon. It's next to the front mountain, right there next to Crimson Cliff, as you can see on the map. So this one, it wasn't too hard. Basically, you're gonna come down these little jumps. Do not just try to jump straight in the water, man. You're not a superhero, man. Just take your time. You know, be like me. You know, just slide down the rocks straight into the water. Boom, you won't die. Now, what you're gonna do is your first chest, I'm sorry, it's gonna be right here. So fire the arrow. This is gonna be another like fire and arrow one. So once you get your first chest, make sure you get those extra fire arrows, just so you have extra. You're gonna go through and basically get your first explosive barrel, put it down, and then blow up that spot. Boom. Once you come through, you're gonna see these 3 areas you have to light up. Again, my aim is terrible with the bow and arrows, so it's gonna take me a while sometimes. So you fire the first one up there, that's the second one. Again, my aim sucks, bro. So after you do that, you fire the third one. It's gonna open up those gates. Now you're not gonna go through those gates, okay? This is how you get your other chest. A lot of people miss this too. You're gonna go down into the water and just follow that all the way down to the end. When you reach to the end, you'll be at this like waterfall area. You're gonna go through there, get your first chest, and then keep going through. Once you go through the waterfall, you go all the way up, and you'll see the second chest right there. That will equal out to you having 3 chests. So that's your third chest right there. And once you come through that waterfall, you'll be back in the same spot where you opened up the gates in the beginning. You're gonna jump up and go through here. Now once you go through here, this is the easiest part. That's your 4th chest, literally down the steps, and then your 5th chest is gonna be right there to the right, and then of course the final chest is gonna be in the middle. So just go down, and no hard stuff. You just take the contraption and you go to the other side, and then take the first contraption to the left right here. You're gonna take that, and then right there take that 5th chest right there. Don't forget to light that fire though. because that helps you get the final chest. So take the contraption back and then go all the way to the other side. And once you go to the other side, you're gonna see another wooden panel that you have to activate to get the explosive barrel. Once you get that first explosive barrel, you're gonna place it right there. Don't blow yourself up like me, man, and just, you know, shoot. Once you shoot it, you're gonna see another one of those things you have to light up. So once you light that up, this is the best part, man. This is where you become a superhero. So what you're gonna do is take a leap of faith, jump down. You're not gonna die, land, and then you're gonna just follow the steps up. This is just the back way to get there. You just follow the steps up and go all the way around and light that last fire, and there you go, boom. You have your chest. Well, the final chest. Yes, sir. Now, this final dungeon is the Tranquil waters. It's that gold icon right there and close to Gleaming Abyss. That's how you get in. It's right down the map. A lot of people, you know, this chest is pretty straightforward with this dungeon, but a lot of people get confused for the final chest, which is, well, the 5th chest. So this is how you do it, as you see on the screen right here. You can't just go to the left and go up. What you're gonna have to do is jump along the sides of these like devices, like you see the eagle, and then that little like mechanical thing. You're gonna jump up and basically get into that little space at the top. It looks a little difficult, but it's not. And then there you go, boom, you have that final chest. That is all the 6 divine craft dungeons and the chests. These matter for endgame, like I said, and with the Evercare Clinic, so that you can get more heal potions. Now, if you found a chest or a pad that I didn't mention, please drop it down in the comments so the other players can see. If this walkthrough helped out a lot, like the video, subscribe for more guides, and I'll see you on the next one. Y'all be safe, Craft Nation.